to a good start. What's going on, everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs. Welcome back to yet another live stream. And in today's live stream, we, as you might have guessed from the title, are going to give feedback on your designs. And it's going to be quite funny, actually. The decline of the Dreadlabs YouTube channel is near, or the Dreadlabs community. Because in the second entries of the challenge, the design challenge that we're running every other week, is we only received 2 entries so far from you to give feedback on, which makes the competition all that easier for the people who are entering. So props to them for just joining the challenge, I guess. And all we can hope for now is that people will join in future challenges some more, and otherwise it's gonna be just like a thing for myself where I'm gonna keep trying to design new cool stuff, I guess. We'll see how that goes in the future, I guess, and maybe that also means that it's not really necessary for me to live stream this kind of stuff anymore on YouTube and more towards like just hosting this kind of stuff on Discord. We'll see about that. But as you might have seen from like it's slowly getting lighter in my room here as well. And the reason for that is it's still, well, it hasn't been really that hot, honestly, here last week. But just in the evening that I start live streaming, the sun comes out and starts raining terror on my office. So it's been quite pleasant here in the last week up until today, and now it's again like way too hot to be live streaming again. So yeah, that's nice. Thank you so much for the feedback, Moika Loop. How are you doing? Anyways, throat's also a bit raspy, so I'm gonna make sure I drink enough Wawa here. But yeah, let's dive into the first feedback entry, and I'm gonna go with the first actual entry that's basically on the Discord that's finished. Because as you can see, this one was like a work in progress from Blackbeard Doom, and he actually literally just before the live stream started sent in his design, so we're gonna cover that as well. And this is a little bit of an update on my work, which is like the Pikachu card. As I discussed, you can see the full progress of the lining sketch and the coloring in the last stream. But yeah, anyways, let's dive into Gradi's first design. Again, apologies for my throat. What's going on, Mike? Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Summer's coming to an end soon. Yeah, I cannot wait. I really, really cannot wait, man. So, yeah, I actually am going to go on a little bit of a holiday for the next month. I'm going to France for a couple of weeks and just camp. So during that time I won't be live streaming anyway, and probably also not be joining in the design challenge. But hopefully after I return it gets like a little bit cold enough for me to just actually be in here in the evenings. Anyways, let's dive into Crydius' entry, which is the Gundam Batman Night Guard. Batman Gundam Night Guard. Crossover merge concept that's been living in my head rent-free for weeks. You got inspired by the challenge how to bring Gundam to Western audiences, and the answer hit me. Pair it with the most universally loved Western hero, Batman. This isn't just a mashup, it's a strategic bridge between 2 massive fandoms. The concept imagines Batman's tech evolved into a mecha suit, keeping his iconic silhouette but with a sick Gundam mechanical complexity. The cape flows into wing-like extensions, the bat symbol becomes more integrated armor plating, and those horn-like I cannot pronounce. Protrusions on the helmet, pure Gundam DNA. Design process, lots of sketching, concept iteration, and color theory work. Referenced actual Gundam HD proportions and Batman's classic armor designs. Some digital tools helped me with final polish, color palette, deep blues and metallics with that signature yellow bat logo as a focal point. The beauty of this crossover is audience overlap. Both fandoms are collector obsessed and love premium packaging. Positioned as a limited HD scale kit, it scales both Gunpla builders and Batman collectors who've never touched anime. Important noticing, 90% manual design and 10% AI used in illustration manipulation, specifically used in AI. Niji Journey and Dolly. Okay, right off the bat, and I don't want to sound mean, but the text sounds like a textbook ChatGPT answer, so I think the description of this is definitely made using ChatGPT or something like that. But regardless of that, I am absolutely in love with the concept of this, and I think that this kind of concept would actually really sell well. The execution is also really sick. It's kind of hard for me to be, because looking at this, I immediately saw that there was like some AI involved in this before I actually read the description. A main takeaway of that is that it just looks like it looks really like realistically airbrushed, I guess, like in also like a non-human way or something. Some like smudginess here and there, I guess, is what kind of give it away. But here's the main giveaway. That like small nonsensical text here. That might also just be like a box design thing that AI did. I also think the Bandai logo isn't like perfectly well. And yeah, I don't know. It's some of these, like the sketch on the chest here, it's like it doesn't look symmetrical. So it's definitely like one of those cases where, and like this as well, like the horn on the side, it's like a different horn than in here. Like this what is this? So this is definitely like AI generated. It's kind of difficult for me to see what like you did and what you didn't do. So I asked you for some sketches. So these are some sketches that you sent in, and what like interests me about these is that like the spikes, like I'm not sure if they're there or something like that. Maybe like it might be the asymmetry in there that does this, but I'm just really not sure. But, so yeah, I kind of really give feedback on the design, other than there's like a couple of things missing compared to like a normal Gundam cover kit, I guess. I think I have like a cover in the mech scans. Illustrations kit here. Here's a horizontal one. Maybe like not the best. So yeah, but yeah, the standard thing here is that there's a lot of Japanese text here on there as well, and like a lot of like I guess like I don't know, like copyright and like important text, if that makes sense. And that's kind of what I'm missing here, which makes the box of the kit look kind of empty, I guess. And then like there's some weird things where here's just like a notch in here too, and then there's not. So, and yeah, this is just the shading in here. That's like kind of like imperfections, but that's just because it's AI generated, I think. So to be honest, I'm really not sure how to rate this, or what to say about this, or what to give feedback on if it's like generated, because that doesn't really give you legal copy. That's the word I was looking for. Thanks. But yeah, that makes it look kind of difficult for me to give feedback on, because like I would be giving the feedback to like an AI generation program, I guess. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but regardless of that, I do love the concept a lot. And then we go to the, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pronounce this right, by the way, Mike, Wawa and Gundam collab. So I didn't know what Wawa or Weiwei or Wawa or what I think it's just Wawa is, or because I've never been to the United States. So yeah, you actually helped me. It's like a gas station, like a 7-Eleven kind of thing, right? And the mascot's like a duck, yeah. So yeah, again, concept-wise, chef's kiss again. Getting with the hero Yui. like Wally Goose plush. I'm actually curious as to what the plush normally looks like, so I'm just gonna look that up. If there's like a or a goose or oh here. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that's sick. You actually, the embroidery looks kind of like fitted, like the jankiness and the edges and stuff like that. Good job. I think is this the, like, yeah, this is the lace one, right? Yeah. This one's like super sick. Love like the logos embedded into like the rifle and the wings in here, as well as on the shoulder unit and on a shield. So concept wise it looks just really well. The colors are really sick too. I think this just works a lot, really good. And I think that the Wing Gundam also has like this the mode where it like kind of turns into like a plane, right? So also like kind of transforming it into the goose, which is kind of sick. Also like some sick decals customized for Wawa. I think this looks better than the Supreme Gundam, to be honest. So drink tumblers, sick as well. I really like this one as well, like the pick your side, quench your thirst for victory. Copy wise, it works really well. It's well, like sick. Illustrations, they could be a higher quality, but yeah, that's just like working with what you got, I think, right? Like what you can find on the internet. But yeah, this is sick. Love the display here. Mike's a man of displays. I love it. The standee and also the photo op, which is kind of funny. I actually have a picture of me in Japan, I think, with one of these. Let me just check if I can find it like really quickly. Not 100% sure. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it, and otherwise I'll just put it up on Discord. But yeah, good to see like how you were gonna implement it. It was also really nice to like actually have a purpose for the poster, because it's not a great time to be designing posters, because where are you gonna put it up? So it's good to showcase where that's actually gonna be. I also love this, like the actual scale of the Gundam. Like there would be like a statue of it or something like that close to the gas station itself, which is, yeah, concept wise again A+. Something that maybe can be improved on is I think I said this last time as well, like the actual like how'd you say, the editorial design itself. So concept wise this works really well, but what probably maybe could be interesting is if you can like display this in a more interesting way, because if you compare this to like the one you did for, where is it, here, it's very similar in the sense that that it's like the content on like a white background, transparent, and so I think there's a lot to be gained from that, I think, if you want to really pitch this. So on the what maybe could be cool is if you would do this in like a Gunpla booklet, like you would open the book, and I think I just have like you probably know what this looks like, but just for the people who don't really make them, let me just get one real quick. I think there's one here. So maybe like make it so that it's, can I just zoom out a little bit? Like kind of like the instruction booklet or something, you know, like getting like a step-by-step display but also like the way that this is displayed, like all of the modes and all of the weapons. It's kind of interesting. So I think there's definitely like a lot to be gained from that in terms of like showcasing the display, I guess. So yeah, I think that the role. Oh, I think I've never shown you like the angle of my. This kind of looks weird. You can kind of see my to-do list and like a window. Kind of odd. Anyways, yeah, I think there's a lot to gain for that. So I think other than that, I love the concept, and I think it's really like it's really nice work. Yeah, I'm not really sure, and of course, like if you guys have any feedback from me in terms of like the, let me just pop back into that. Into like in terms of like the illustration, I think what I've been thinking about like is I think the shading is kind of like weird here on the shoulder unit because the helmet's like over it, I guess, but it kind of looks like it's cut out of there. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you guys see anything, let me know, of course, because I would love to improve my work as well. Maybe even turn it into a sales catalog, like you see. Ooh, that would be sick. Like get all the like the drinks in there as well. Like buy one get one free, kind of like the deals and stuff, you know. I think that works well. But yeah, unless like someone else is gonna drop their design in, which I don't really think, to be honest. I'm just gonna continue on my design. And I'm gonna, as you can see, this is like the Childish Gambino art from like the Pokemon video that I did. But I'm just gonna drop in my Pikachu card here, and I'm gonna try to make this full art into like an actual card. So let me just grab it, put it into like a new layer. No problem, man. I hope it helps. So okay, I think in this case what we need is, I don't really need a separate layer for this. Actually, I'm gonna switch to my tutorial because now, wait, now you can, I guess, I can just move it over here. I've noticed this is super dumb, but like after 5 years, I noticed like, oh, my face is always in the way of like these, like the layer menu, and it's actually like never that there's like a lot of important sections right like here where my face is right now. So figured I'd just move it over to the left. I think that's the way I started though. But yeah. Anyways, let's grab in the Poncho Pikachu. I think these are only in Japanese, so I guess we'll have to just think of some interesting ways to implement the text. But yeah, in terms of like, how'd you say this? In terms of composition, this is very similar to an actual Pokemon card. Jesus, I cannot say anything today. It's been like that for a while during the live streams. Maybe I just lost my live stream mojo. I don't know. Alright, like I think what we're gonna do is like make this. The actual edge of the card isn't even. Okay, wait, let me just go all the way back. And then just copy the Pikachu in there. And then my own art. And now I think it's like a matter of aligning. Everything and seeing if this, yeah, what works and what doesn't work. Maybe just like overlay the heads over each other. It's kind of different, I guess. Or maybe like I should probably like line up the text and stuff and then just scale my Pikachu sketch accordingly. I think that works a little bit better. So yeah, I think about here, yeah. And then there we go, and now I just toggle off the reference. Ooh, I will be really excited to see that mini catalog. Good luck, man. Alright, so I'm just gonna drop this all the way to the back and then just make a copy that's actually visible on the side. And let's see. So first off, let's just change the text. I was thinking like, because I think it says Poncho wearing Pikachu, I was thinking of like doing like Freedom Pikachu, because it's the Freedom Gundam. Like something like that. Maybe like a more condensed. Kind of like that. I'm just gonna close my window for a second because there's like neighbors over a couple of blocks over and they're like singing opera or some shit. Alright, sorry about that. Then of course we need the energy, the lightning energy. Thinking of like just googling the icon and then just doing like a little line art copy thingy. Huh, it's not 100% symmetrical. What do you know? And then I'll just make sure that the sphere around it matches like the spacing, I guess, and then we'll be good to go. We'll group this, scale it down, and just align the circle to this circle. And there we go. Alright. Yo, these challenges are fun. Yeah, man, did I just delete the wrong thing? Wait. I actually, I didn't really like do any digital illustrations for a while, so it was actually refreshing on like diving into that again, because at first I figured I was gonna do like a lot of graphic design stuff, and it's actually like I forgot how refreshing it can be to do this kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna grab one reference card of Pikachu that I hopefully have. Otherwise I'm gonna have to check my girlfriend's binder, but I think we should have some in here, right? Let's see. It's Japanese Pikachu. Kind of have to know what it says. Oh, it says basic. Of my design skills. All right. Is this? Oh, this is outline. Okay. What kind of font was that again? Gonna have to find that out as well. So I think can I not filter by italics? I never really thought of that. Okay. Maybe I can find it back on the footage. Let me check that out real quick. I think I would be able to just see how it started, right? There we go. Just casually checking my own videos on. Okay, here it's like not an. Oh, here we go. Oh, Euro style. Okay. Well, actually, it was quicker than I thought. There we go. And I think I learned this from. I might just be really stupid for this actually, but so I actually recently started. I'd say go wild, check out the car. Ooh, dude. I know it's the celebrations one, but this is, I think, my favorite card ever. Oop. But it's not like the original. It has like the celebration stamp, so it's a lot cheaper. But yeah, I only cared about the art anyway. But like I said, I think I'm gonna sound a little bit stupid, but so I kind of figured out that you can actually move the fill over the stroke in Illustrator if you go over the appearance panel. I never realized that. So what I always used to do is like make it. I just say like make a double double layer right behind it and then have that one outline. And I think it was Tune Studios on our Discord. I think he made an Instagram tutorial about it. So yeah, it's actually like maybe it was like basic knowledge, maybe not, but actually I never realized that. So and now I can just outline it. I need to, of course, go like this. Hello. Why? Now I might as well just do it like this. But oh well. Round. Damn, that took me way too long. Yeah, there we go. Basic. Freedom Pikachu. And of course it has to have HP instead of LP because this isn't Childish Gambino. I'll do 70. And this little part right here, how is this formed? Because I think what we can do is just skew these by selecting only those points and then, or shear them, I guess. works, I guess. It's actually there's actually like one other Mega Rayquaza EX. I think it also has like the it's this one. This is so sick. I think this is the look at that price. Like it skyrocketed up to 4 times the value in the last year. It's just insane. I don't think there's a celebrations one of this one. But yeah, like I actually have some more of the. Let's check it out. While we're at it, I think I have some more Mega Evolutions actually. So we got the Mega Aggron EX. I have that one. And my favorite Pokemon, the Mega Altaria EX. Both of them for 12. I bought them like that, but yeah, the Mega Rayquaza, like, I just like the art so much. It's so sick. And the sick part is actually like if you get the Japanese ones, that has like the Japanese text is like in English. I'm not sure if you can find. Yeah, here. It's kind of sick. But yeah, I kind of got like lost in the hobby, and then it was like I kind of had to stop again because it was costing me a lot of money. So I'm in November. I'm gonna actually return to a fair and see if I can find some cool cards to add to my collection. So yeah, there's this like weird little thing. Actually, just gonna draw the shape of it. Like that, and then add in an extra point, and then oh, of course, yeah. Then I have to do it like this. Now I'm just gonna make it sure have the same gradient as this here with the right angle, wrong angle, right angle. There we go. I think this is the way to go. Yeah, kinda. Like kinda weird. Hey, where's the? Oh, okay. We just align that to here and then punch it out. Then we'll do a little bit of a drop shadow in the stylized menu. I tend to never really use these drop shadows and feathers and stuff like that in Illustrator. They kind of like always have been felt kind of odd to me or something. They look so pixelated, but I think that's just because you work in a vector, and once you've exported them, they look a lot better. I hope. Anyways, this frame we can kind of ditch. So this I'm actually gonna delete as well because it's gonna be full art anyways. And then from this part onward, let's see if I can find a frame here. What? What's it? Huh? What happened there? That was weird. Huh, anyways, Yeah, I'm gonna make it sure that this is aligning to the I tend to like lately I've had that problem in Illustrator where I'm just like I'm thinking way too fast in comparison to what I want, how I'm like controlling Illustrator. So it keeps happening that I just mess up commands and stuff like that. It's like very, very annoying. How does this work? Oh, yeah, okay. Let's make sure that these two are aligned properly, like so. And then I'm just going to scale this one up like that, and then just move it all the way over here. And now align this point to, or join these points, I guess, and then we'll just, there we go. And then I think if we just rotate the gradient a little bit to maybe 45 degrees and put it right behind that weird thing. I think also gonna add a drop shadow to this one as well, but then maybe like a little bit larger. So let's go to appearance, drop shadow, and just make the blur like a maybe 0.25. So that's also like over to the left here. Maybe just move it to like maybe just minus 0.1. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now the rest of this in the top, there's basically nothing there. So we can just delete this and oh, we need to cut that out actually. This frame is also gone. It's kind of a shame, I kind of like that middle thingy there. I think it used to say like electric mouse Pokemon or something like that here. Maybe I'll just leave that in. Or maybe it's just like mouse book. Let me just check it real quick, just to be sure. It makes the file huge as well. Go to effect and change the raster settings to 300. Wait, what? Effects. You mean here? You mean this one? Or oh, there's actually an anti-alias option. Now that's like that apparent, I guess, but okay. Yeah, for maybe it's like it's even looking worse for digital stuff. So maybe that's like the experience that I have with it. But yeah, let me just check real quick. Pikachu Pokemon Dex. Oh, Jesus. Pokédex entry. It is the mouse Pokemon. Yeah, it's okay, it's the mouse Pokemon. Never understood how it's supposed to be a mouse, but yeah. Okay, then it's not most known for red bone, of course, but I'm gonna use this to punch out the the silver edge. Ooh, getting close now, getting closer already. Let me just lock the sketch, and actually all of the things I'm gonna like select here, text-wise, I'm just gonna make sure that these will have like the white outline. Oh. So I'm just gonna press slash and go to appearance, make the fill like black, and then the stroke white, and move the stroke underneath the fill, and then have round caps, and I think 0.5 or yeah, 0.5 would maybe 0.75. And it will look better when you save up. Yeah. Oh, this, now I know why they left this out, I guess. And I'm gonna need to do this for the same thing here. So fill is black, stroke is white. And then 0.75. I'm gonna need to make this 3D, so I guess what we can do is just do it like this. Kind of works, I guess. Huh. Oh wait, lighting is coming from this way. And then maybe like some shininess. There we go. All right, and then yeah, we can delete this section, I guess. Oh, that's a shame actually. I liked it. All right. So we need to delete these texts actually. And we'll do the same thing again because I forgot this one, so we'll do a white stroke and a black film and 0.75. He'll keep it and make it around the Pokemon. Ooh. Yeah, I was thinking of doing one attack anyway, so let me just go back real quick. Because I just had one fun like name, I guess, for the attack. I think that there's like this attack in Pokemon called Charge Beam, and since Gundam usually have like a beam saber, I was thinking of like something like Charge Beam Saber or something. There we go. Actually gonna keep some reference cards here so I can know what like the thingies are, I guess. Yeah, there's like weaknesses and resists and stuff like that in there. Oop. So we'll move this down. See if I can actually find like an attack that makes sense for the game. Way too many Japanese cards. Oh, here. All right. So we're just gonna copy this. Thing here. I might even rasterize the energy at this point, I think. Oh wait, it makes we'll just leave it. And I'm just gonna lock this in place as well. So Tom's tip can actually go. is looking sick. I'd say maybe add some light in the background. Ooh, yeah. I was actually thinking about that. So let me just show you what I had in mind actually, because I would like to hear your thoughts about it. So in the Creates Over 2021, I made like a Raigeki card. Can't believe this is 4 years ago almost. I think it was this one, yeah. So this card, I just drew this like a kind of like a Raigeki inspired illustration, and this was the final card. But then I think I have 3D render of it, or at least like a video or something. But yeah, I wanted like the shock to have like a hollow, if that makes sense. So I figured maybe I'll do like a shock drawing in the background of Pikachu or something like that. Like how'd you say? There's basically like how do you explain this? Like this ribbled edge hollow. Let me just see if I can find. I think it's called like textured hollow or something. That's not a Pokemon actually, but it's like this ribbed kind of like hollow. Yeah, this is what I mean. So let me just open it in a new tab. Like this kind of stuff. Figured like maybe do like the lighting on based on that. That's cool. I dig that, and I can see your style. Ooh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, the looking back at like the actual, there's some improvements that I need to be done. Like this, it's way too small compared to like the other, like tendrils, I guess. But yeah, it's been a while since I did that. Okay, so I figured let's just do. This in the middle, I think. Just make it like actually visible for me. So I was thinking of like doing it like this, and then let's see, how much is this? This is 0.5 millimeter, so what? I don't know how there became so many of them. I didn't see that, but jeez. Okay, there we go. And then we just merge these. Alright, there we go. Let's fix that gradient actually. Before we do that, let's just fix. It's a compound path, of course. Okay. Now, okay, let's go back for a while, because actually this is okay. So okay, I'm going to move like the mouse and the Pokemon apart from each other. So we're going to do like mouse, Pokemon, and gotta write it well, of course, and then all right, just make sure that these are spaced equally. Okay, never mind. I'll just do it like this. One, two, three. Okay. So without me like getting super hazy and not remembering how what's going on with all of these paths. So this one's a separate one, and then this one is also a separate one, I think. Yeah. Awesome. So one thing that I kind of want to do is also just do like a little drop shadow on this. And just do like 0.1 and 0.1 and then 0.1. Move to the top here. And then just cut out like this middle part here. Like that. And I think what we do now is, oh wait, yeah, we go like this. And then there we go. And now we go into the gradient. Move it in slightly like so. And now of course all we need is to make one more ellipse that's the same size here. Punch that out of the middle in this middle section. There we go. Ooh, this is actually pretty sick. Thanks for the idea, Mike. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that. So, there's still nonsense in there. I need to put in the weakness. Charge beam saber. Is it? I think it's like this. I'm not sure if this is overpowered or not. I'm guessing not, since this is like displayed on a regular Chinchou, but this is like not needed. Then we need to do like the weakness and the strengths, which is kind of like different on a Japanese card looking at it now. So I think this part can be gone. Move this part. Down a little bit like that. Now we need to find the like fist energy. Or earth lift or whatever it's called. Oh man, this takes me back. So like a vector image of that, I'm actually don't want to be bothered with fighting energy. Yeah, I'm just gonna like copy this. And just image trace it. Yep, there we go. And then just copy this 3D as well. Inflate that. Oh wait, it's actually punched out, of course. Let's just yep, there we go, and then apply the inflate. Actually, you just copy this setting. Can I just do that instead? I apparently cannot. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's just go inflate, change the lighting towards over here. The intensity a little bit. Okay, that doesn't work. And change the color to like, let's just there we go. Scale it to the same size as these guys. Awesome. I think these are even smaller than that, yeah. Like that, that's fine. Resistance is nothing, I guess. Should not be water. And there's also retreat, which is like the same thing but with a star, which is, I think that should be no problem. Just gonna copy this shape right here. And cut that unnecessary part off like that. Bang, bada boom. Actually, gonna try this in a different way. Let's scale it so that this is the same size, like so, and then okay. this works. And then just go remove the drop shadow. And I think this is separated. Okay, so this part's supposed to be punching out that hole, and then do the same for this. And then cut these parts loose. Remove these middle lines. And then just link these together. And fix that gradient. And I think we're nearly there. Almost. There we go. And paste this all together. And make sure that this is actually aligned properly, and there we go. Now we got it. Awesome. And now I think this is still as a group, so let's just go. Just mirror this gradient, I guess. So we'll put this at like 50 or 51. And then we'll put this at 50. If this is at 80, then this is at 30. And this is at like 65, so that means that this should be at 15, sorry, and then the darkest one at 0. Sure, this works. All right. These have to go down a little bit. What do I need to? Oh yeah, retreat. Retreat. And then move this little ball and make it gray. And then we need like a star in the middle, which is simple enough. Add in one star shapey thingy and then make it black. There we go. Apparently it takes 2 stars to get this thing out of here or something like that, I'm not sure. Alright, so now that the layout is actually done, I feel kind of confident enough to add in like the extra fluff kind of thing, and then get started on the, what are they called, the 3D composition and the hollow and thingies, stuff like that. Bippity boppity. Okay. So I'll grab these 2, 3, 4 actually. I'm gonna merge them all together. And I'm just gonna make like a now I can actually see that this is the proper shape that I need, because I'm gonna cut this part out and actually see an error there on the bottom. Let me just fix it in a second. But for now, let's remove the back. There we go. This isn't supposed to be here. Hey, you, move. Right. And now I wanted to do this with like a normal 90 degrees. Maybe like put like a multiply on it. Have it like underneath the Freedom Pikachu, which is where? Here. Or maybe like another blend mode, I guess. It's pretty dope actually. Maybe I'll do like one more layer where it's like a blue haze or something. So let's go to HSB. Put these in the ends, and then like a lighter blue in the middle, more towards cyan. And maybe like do overlay or something. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And then where's the other one? Maybe with this one and to multiply and lower the opacity actually. Kind of feels more like a display thingy, I guess. And then one more to put it a little lighten, and then move the gradient up a little bit, like that. There we go, awesome, okay. Quite happy with it actually. Yeah, now we're gonna go back into the illustration and do those like shocks and stuff like that. Yeah, just checking to see if this all works, and then just gonna hide this part of the card. What's this? Woos. What is that? Okay. This needs to go. What is this? What is this connection? Okay. Huh? What the? Okay, this is confusing the hell out of me. So I'm gonna look into this after the stream, because I'm gonna just, it's gonna take me like a lot more time to figure out what. It's still there for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, let's drop this in as the card design, card layout. Yeah, this is fine. And then go back into the illustration. Let's see what we can do. How, in terms of backgrounds? just gonna need to make like a white background for this. Yeah. All right. Now we have our. Just do like another save file card with lightning, so we don't lose the original file. Why is this? Oh, this is the eyes. Okay. So colors are here, extra line art, and then just group this together as Pikachu. And then, yeah, we can. There's one more color in here that needs to go, I guess, or not. Okay, we're good. I guess, right? Like, let me just check real quick if we draw something. Okay, yeah. So yeah, to see the Pikachu or anime lightning. What do we need? This is actually sick. This kind of stuff. I love this. I think something like this would do. So let me just paste that in, see what this looks like. Yeah, this actually works really well. And in terms of, let me just see if I can just put this to lighten. All right, let me just prep my tablet and then I'm gonna do the lightning. Just remove all of these cards from here. Move all of this stuff to the back. All right. Okay, let me just lower the opacity here. First, let me just grab the inner color here. You can always just change this, of course, but call this layer lightning. Do your opacity to 75. Put it to lighten. 50 maybe. All right, there we go. And then I think if we just have the same brush. Oh, so last time we should be good. 3 pixel brush. Let's move this to the back here and start drawing. Where's my dial? All right. And of course, turn off symmetry. And let's start drawing. gonna try to just do like a rough sketch or like a rough outline to see if that actually like see what works and what doesn't work, but let's just like have it disappear behind Pikachu here, I think. I like this big shark here. I think I'll have just this come in. From out here somewhere. I don't know how it's gonna look. Wonder how like actual anime artists draw this kind of stuff. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is a good reference for that kind of stuff. I think Naruto as well, especially since it has like evolved that much over the. I'm not sure. I think Dragon Ball also has like some modern variations on the series, right? So now we need like smaller details, I guess. Or maybe we need something here still. Let's see. I'm really quiet doing this actually. I'm not sure. I'm sorry about that. Now I kind of want to see what it looks like with that, like just the outlines. This looks okay, I guess. Let's see if we can just fill this in really quickly. Nope. Need to close those gaps, of course. Still doesn't do that. Alright, let's just do the first couple ones then. Oh yeah, there's a big gap that didn't close here. Where is this thing? Oh, here. Let's do like an outer glow. And like a slight inner glow like that. Move it behind Pikachu maybe? Works better, I feel like. And maybe we'll just do like a couple of small like lightning thingies in his face or something. Let's lower the smoothing. I think that's a lot. That does a lot as well. Maybe like just a little bit thicker, maybe like 5 pixels or so. No, that's too thick. This doesn't look like anything. I might need to look into this actually a little bit further before I actually do some actual visual research on this rather than just winging it in a live stream. But yeah, I'm actually the cool part about this is that like you can I can simply just use the mask in order to make like how'd you say, to make like the to make like the actual lightning or the hollow texture, right? So this works, I think. And then another thing is I'm just gonna make one new layer with the mask, lightning mask. And while I'm here, I'm also going to do like a texture for that. The texture for the like the hollow thing. That I didn't know what I clicked. Threw some inspo in the Discord. Yo, that's sick actually. Yeah, this is kind of stuff. Way cleaner. Even the glow in, yeah. I'm just gonna need. I think I'm just gonna go like with my own tribal like lightning rather than just trying to copy someone else. Thanks for the inspo. So there's actually like a halftone pattern here, which is circle. And I'm just gonna make 50% gray actually, so we can actually see that thing. Filter gallery, sketch, circle, think this is the way to go. Oh, this is messing. Do you guys see a star as well on the screen? Like, is that just me? Anyways, I'm just gonna blur this ever so slightly. Like this. And call this a hollow texture. And then go back to this and call this lightning mask. Just so I have like, I'm just gonna go and do the 3D card now. So I can actually show the general idea that I have for us. While I'm doing that, actually, also going to place, or let me just say this card with lighting is actually already saved. Hello. Let me just do that off screen. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because I cancelled my subscription, but I still have a few months left, so not sure why they logged me out. Okay. There we go. So let me just go to the sketch, go to the linked, or relink actually, and then just do the card with lightning and save it. And then I'm just gonna go and copy a PNG without like the cutting marks. Base art v1, export that now. 63 by 88 are the sizes, so let me just make a what did I say? 68 by, no, I did that's not it. 63 by 88. 63 by 88. We're gonna do it like this. Just drop in like an octane scene. Move the scene further down. Alright. So we're gonna make a composite object or a composite material for this. Well, let's see what we're gonna do. So the first material is gonna be the image, just the image. So like that. Put a transform on it, because it's always the wrong layer. Oh wait, this is a transform. I need to do the rotate. 180. So this works. I actually also needed to round this, and it's mirrored as well. Why is it always mirrored? -1. There we go. And yeah, we'll fix the back in a minute. Then material number 2. It's gonna be a metallic material, I guess. Maybe glossy. And then make it really high. Where is the... Okay, let me just detach this. Grab a fall off. Link it to the film layer. Get it like that pearlescent look, I guess. Let me just move it to metallic so it's easier to see. Add some roughness in there. Now let's see. There we go. We need some stuff like that, and then we'll just add in the bump map. Where did we export those? Okay, that's in a client folder. No need to see that. Alright, so the hollow texture here, maybe on the bump. I think I'm gonna also link it to this transform node. Okay, we get that nice little bluish, I guess, holographic material. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. I think I'm gonna make it like a little bit larger, maybe, so that it's like a little bit less, you know, way in your face, I guess. And then we're just gonna use the image texture, use as a mask, and we're gonna transform it in the same way. This is actually sick. Doesn't look nearly realistic. Doesn't really look that realistic, I guess, but now we're gonna also drop that into the bump, but then make that bump like a lot less apparent. So we'll just put this to 20, 25 maybe. Hello, oh, that's the saturation. And then this to 75. Maybe it's still too much. Let me just check. We'll do like 45, 55. So if we just put it to black, then it's invisible, I guess. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it really dark then. Gradient. Oh, you mean like the top's hollow cards? I think we need to blur. Yeah, we kind of forgot the glow in there, so it's like kind of like. And yeah, I it's a little bit too much maybe. So what we can do maybe is also have the image texture in there as well in the diffuse. See what that does. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't really do that much, I guess, right? This also looks like a tie-dye t-shirt at this point, so I think what we're gonna do is just maybe like maybe we can do like a gradient on there to make the holography lower. Yeah, this is I think the way to go. Or maybe not. Ah, this is better. This is better. And now we need to like kind of do like the hollow in the background of. Oh yeah, also the other hollow stuff. It's not even matching, is it? No, it's not for some reason. So I'm gonna dive into that after the stream. Make sure that it all lines up perfectly and stuff like that. To record on Discord. Ooh, let me just check that out. Ooh. Yeah, with the pattern like hollow and stuff like that as well. We need to put that on there as well. Like the wavy hollow foil. Let me just I'm actually gonna see if I can create that in Octane or something like that. But I figure this is a good time to leave it off, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my evening without looking at the screen, I think. But with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. For the people who tuned in today, I enjoyed this creative process. Actually, it's better for me to do this while I'm creating. For me, the better part of this live stream is like creating. Because the interaction is kind of like a bit low. I really appreciate people that actually drop by and say hi to me in the chats. But yeah, compared to like a few months ago, the live streams were way more active. So I'm not really sure how to continue from here. I might just go and do this on Discord in the future, and then record it and see if we can make something of it for YouTube or something like that. But yeah, with all of that being said, this is Tom from Dreadlabs tuning out. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to join in on the Dreadlabs design briefings, the link is in the description down below. You can go to dreadlabs.net/briefings if you want to find out more. The deadline for this one is until this Sunday, and after that the next one starts. But yeah, depending on how many people enter, let's see if people are still been hesitant to enter. Maybe I'll extend the deadline. Otherwise, we're just gonna move on to the next challenge if people don't really like this one, because it's like very specific, I guess. You know, not everyone knows Gundam or is a Gundam fan, so maybe it's like a difficult thing to create with. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Tom from Dreadlabs tuning out, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.